Life always presents us with certain innumerable challenges and difficulties that we face on a daily basis. It gives us left hooks when we are expecting right hooks. It gives us apples when we are desiring for oranges. It also presents us certain instances that make our life mediocre and unhappy. But friends, let me tell you, it's not, despite all that, it's not what happens to us that makes a difference in our lives. It's what we make of the things that happen in our life that makes a difference to our lives. It establishes where we want to go and what we will be in the future. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow guests and members, today I am going to talk about all those low moments in our lives which really impact us and which keep falling on our heads day in and day out. Today I am going to talk about a person, a personality, and it's indeed very apt that on a teacher's day I am going to share with you one personality who was perhaps the greatest teacher that science has ever given us. He is none other than Thomas Alva Edison. I think all of us would know about Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was the American inventor who lived in America in the early 1800s. And he had a mind-boggling 1,093 patents to his credit during his lifetime. And such was his prolificity that he filed for a patent even at the ripe age of 83. Not only that, I think one philosophy in his life which was very important, which was very dear to him, which I am going to share with all of you, is never give up. Thomas Alva Edison, from his childhood, he was stacked up with difficulties which he faced throughout his life. When he was 6, he had a problem called dyslexia, which is learning disability. He was very terrible at maths, and not only that, he was very poor in focusing on studies. His teachers gave up on him, and he was sent back home within just 3 months of his joining the school. Teacher said, he's good for nothing, he can't do anything, please go home. His mother taught him at home. When he grew up, he was chucked out of his first 2 jobs, saying he was not productive. At the age of 14, he had scarlet fever. Due to the fever, and also because of the blow that he had from an angry train conductor, he became completely deaf from his left ear. And he had 80% deafness in his right ear. But did that deter him? No. At the age of 16, he filed for his first patent, automatic transmitter, which sends signals and receives signals across unmanned stations. Not only that, I think we all know Edison for the electric bulb that he invented. I think there's a very inspiring message that he conveys us through that. He wanted to create a lamp which operated on electricity. He worked on it. He failed not once, not 10 times, not 100 times, but a mind-boggling 10,000 times. In the 10,001 attempt, when he became successful, someone asked him about this, and he remarked famously, saying, I have not failed, I have found 10,000 ways of making something not work. Not only this, I think the biggest challenge that he faced was at his ripe old age, he was working on a storage battery. This is one project which was very close to his heart. He had put his hard work, time, and above all his money. He had invested all his finances. And should the project flop, he was on the peril of becoming bankrupt. Unfortunately, one day, there's a law which says something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. Earth is law. So unfortunately, one day, because of a small combustion in one of his rooms, films caught fire, and slowly and gradually it multiplied. His entire laboratory was up in flames. Fire tenders were called from different cities nearby towns. Because the intensity of the fire was so huge and the pressure of the water was so low that it was almost impossible for the fire to be extinguished. Now imagine the situation. Here was an old man, all of 67. He was staring at his hard work going up in flames. He had invested a lifetime of his earnings, and he could see at with his eyes that everything was going up in flames. His son came from behind, put a hand on his father, and tried to console him. Edison turned to his son and said, "Son, there is a great value in disaster. All the mistakes of my past 10 years are burned out. Thank God, I can start afresh." And true to his word, he invented the first phonograph within just 3 months from this horrific incident. So friends, I want to tell you this morning that it's very easy to buckle under pressure, but it takes a lot of guts and determination to overcome odds and to be successful. To put it in Thomas Edison's own words, he says many of the failures in life are people who gave up when they were very close to success. So friends, this morning I want to encourage each one of you. Is it difficult to get this never die spirit? Is it not reproducible? I would say no. Each one of us can have this never say die spirit. But what we need are certain qualities. There are broadly 7 qualities that each one of us would need to take care of. First is hard desire to succeed. Second is unflinching commitment. Third is unstoppable determination. Fourth is self-conviction, belief. Fifth is curiosity. Seventh is unwavering optimism. And last but not the least is patience. Tremendous amount of patience. So friends, I want to leave you today with a thought, saying it's not difficult to overcome your obstacles despite all the hurdles that are there. And finally, I want to conclude with a poem again which is very close to my heart. It says, "Success is failure turned inside out. All the silver lining of the seeds of doubt. You never know when you give up, maybe you're very close to success. It's when things go wrong that you must not quit."